Welcome, Sarah Logue here on behalf of Team Logue and Remax Escarpment. I'm in this stunning home here with the homeowner, Deborah, where I'm just wowed at the renovation. She's gonna take us through some of the highs and lows of the renovation process and the downsizing process, just so we can all better understand what the next move looks like. What ticked over for you to go from detached living to condo living to half the square footage living?
You were so patient with us. We looked at so many things, and having had my big family home and raised my kids in that home, every time I saw other beautiful properties, I couldn't picture it. I couldn't see us in it. So finally, we got to a point, with Kristen's help as well, of really understanding, let's look for the bones and see past everybody else's decor and structure, and truly just envision a blank slate where we could tackle a reno and get everything that we wanted out of this process. I am so glad we did.
Oh, good.
Everything that we wanted. That's what I tell everybody about this downsizing process.
Which is amazing, because when you were looking at properties, you would look at the kitchen, and if someone had renovated it, you'd say, well, I like the kitchen, but, or I like the bathroom, but, or the basement work for my kids, but. So once you turned that page and decided, I know I love this location, I know I love this neighborhood, I know I love the view, I'm gonna make this my own.
Yeah.
And that's really what you did here.
Yeah.
Right? So when you first saw this property, I mean, it was very original. How did you in your headspace go, okay, I can change what feels a little bit like my grandparents' home, right? What clicked?
Literally, we walked into this house, and within 10 minutes, both my husband and I had made the decision. Obviously, the renovation has involved a massive kitchen, and I loved having the great open, great room.
Right.
I love the ceiling heights. I love the fact that I still get to keep a dining room, and I'm not giving that up because I love to host my dinners for my family. As soon as I was able to see that I could start from a fresh, clean slate and build it exactly the way I've always wanted, all the ideas just started to pop up. One of the things that we really wanted to do was make the staircase a showpiece. I really wanted to make draw some attention to different areas and make certain focal points. So I designed the entire kitchen around the stove. I purchased the stove first because I just loved it, and everything came after that. Then we did the stairs, as a big focal point. And each detail, as we started to dream about what was possible and design it, more and more this became our house. I really think doing the full-scale, complete reno is the way to do it.
Like, there's not one original piece that I can find in this house.
No, exactly. And I loved this process because what I was able to do is not have to design around something that was existing. Sky's the limit in that sense. So that was really exciting. I also think that in the long run, doing a full reno is far less stress and far less cost than if I'd done it piecemeal.
Right, it's not a make it work situation anymore. You guys came in, you put the package together, you hired the contractor, and you said go ahead, right? It wasn't, well, can we make the kitchen floors work with the new kitchen cabinetry? I find that's where a lot of stress and renovations come into play, because contractors look at you and go, you want me to save this tile while pulling up an old island? It creates a lot of extra work in a project, for sure. And you didn't do that here.
In our case, we loved this home, but we didn't like the design and style of the staircase.
Right.
And so, emotionally wrapping our minds around, okay, let's just completely redo the staircase. It's one of my favorite aspects of the house.
Oh, it's a showstopper. It's like being in a gallery. It's your art piece to the house. So if someone else was struggling with downsizing, what would be the big piece of advice you'd give them?
First, I will say choosing the proper contractors is critical.
Absolutely.
Working with your team, obviously, you guys are the market leaders, so all of our contractors were your referrals. I didn't choose to work with a designer, but I do think that that could be an excellent step for somebody who can't picture it.
Right. And realistically, if you'd taken that budget and purchased one of the other homes, you would have been over regardless. You would have spent more everywhere else versus buying this and then making it your space.
Absolutely. If I'd paid for somebody else's reno and design, there would have been things that would have been lovely, but not for me.
Right.
I would have missed some of the things that I had to have, And in the end, I would have paid more.
Well, I am beyond impressed, and I thank you for letting us tour this incredible space. I'm sure lots of other people are going to want to tour it once they see this video. So,
Thank you.
Well done, you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate everything you did for us.
Well, congratulations. You're welcome.